Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill, and plenty of tricks, and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've been so impressed with Harry Maguire's development over the years, Peter. Hats off to those who've helped him become the ball-playing defender he is today.
Has a hit! That has certainly tested the keeper.
And Gunku is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Up he gets! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Rabiot certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Diallo.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Played in by Dalot. Gets up to head it! Good delivery, no joy.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Cunha gathers from the goal kick. Matheus Cunha, he's in! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Now the counter. Nkunku going full steam down the flank. Nkunku. Nkunku tries a shot! Can he deliver? Rafael Leao plays it in. And that's been repelled. Modric. Speculative strike.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Diallo plays it out to the flank. That is terrific skill. Heads it! Another fruitless header.
Manchester United are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Tomori drives it forward. Modric. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Chooses to go back. And it's Casemiro! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He gets past his man. Nkunku. He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. He's through. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. The ball's loose, and he's after... Chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Oh, what? Yeah, he's fouled him there. Matheus Cunha. Cunha provides an outlet. Here it comes. Meno does well there, alert. Keeper sends it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Rafael Leao takes the long option. He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the game has already resumed here.
Milan don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup.
And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Tomori, Pavlovic, Pulisic. No way through there. Jimenez. Diallo. Diogo Dalot. Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. Well positioned to make that interception. Rabiot, Rafael Leao, Diallo, Maguire, chasing the game, trailing by one, and it's played forward, and it's Rabiot, a heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw has created one goal already. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Diallo. Diogo Dalot goes for the cross. Across the field it goes. Modric. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Pavlovic. Salmakers.
Manchester United clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Now it's shoots! Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Pulisic. Nkunku looking to get on the end of this. Timely intervention. He's tried one. And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Maguire gets it away. Salmakers. Has a go! So close to drawing level.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
Bruno Fernandes. Diallo. Played out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Milan making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Rafael Leao looking to run onto it. Rafael Leao. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, without doubt, that's given the coach food for thought. Does he settle for extra time or try to go for a winner before then? Decision time.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Shaw tries to switch the play. A buccaneering run from the defender. Great leap! Oh, that is up and oh! Oh, that's a waste. There's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Meno. Mbuemo.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Fofana gets whistled off the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. The Finter. Loftus-Cheek. Well, that had to be more accurate. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. The hostilities have already resumed. Milan displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Nkunku drives it forward. Mount. Matheus Cunha pings it out wide. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Chance to break. It's got through to him. Now it's Rafael Leao. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Matheus Cunha. Martinez. Just brushed off the ball there. Estupinian. He's on a run down the left wing. Going through. Estupinian Tries to head towards goal. And he's there to hoof it away. Mount. Shaw has come steaming up from the back for this. No, that's too long. Fofana. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. It's a fabulous position. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
De Winter. Loftus-Cheek. Pulisic. Martinez. Mount. Over to the left. The referee has given a corner. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Played into the middle. Referee's given a throw. Fofana goes looking, played back in. Cleared without complication. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Out for a throw. Whipped in. Maguire is there to heave it away. Shapes to shoot.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And time is up. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining...
And the shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Watkins is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Cleared away. Just brushed off the ball there. Torres goes looking. Konsa.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Chelsea get it back again. Here comes the corner. Pedro Neto goes short. Pedro Neto with the short one. It's a loose ball. Sancho. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bailey is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's Caicedo! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Sancho with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that...
Pedro! Goal! Chelsea! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And the ball is out of play. Lavia. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Driving on, he could shoot here. Plays it out to the wing. Caicedo. Lavia. Look, it's Pedro! Sticks it away! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Pedro! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
João Pedro simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
He goes long. Sanchez will lay claim to that. Palmer. Back to the keeper and try something new. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Caught offside that time. Hits one!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Caicedo goes long. Has a hit! And more and more and more! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding.
He's had a go! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Konsa. Palmer was not to be moved. Forward it goes. That's been drilled forward. And it's half-time here. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement. So off we go once more. The Villains come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Palmer. Pedro Neto looks to clip it forward. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
Well, he's clearly not the only one who can't believe he didn't put it away. I think he's going to take some ribbon for that.
Played it short. Time and again they are repelled. Cucurella. Lavia. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Lavia. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Konsa. Cash. Rodgers. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Caicedo, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Gets wrestled off the ball. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? João Pedro. Cucurella. Deftly done. Real chance! Maatsen plays it forward. João Pedro. Pedro Neto! They They've done it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Chelsea are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Chip through. Hato. Pedro Neto. He's got through. Martinez can claim that. Onana. Maatsen. Sancho. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandez. Cucurella tries to get it forward quickly. Cash. Onana. Watkins. That intervention was very necessary. Cucurella. Caicedo, who's set up one goal so far. Pedro Neto. Loses his balance and loses the ball. It's come loose, and it's played forward. Fernandez. Palmer. Fernandez. João Pedro. It's Pedro! Pau Torres. Torres drives it forward. Aston Villa can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession.
This game seems as if it's going to go beyond the rescue point, so they need a goal and fast just to raise spirits and at least give their fans something to cheer.
There will be a throw-in.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Cucurella. Hato. Lavia. Fernandez. Hoists it forward. Sancho. Maatsen. Sancho. Tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Hato. And that will be the final act. The villains had no answer. Second best in every department and correspondingly well beaten. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, it's hard not to like Fofana, Peter, who's starting to look every bit of the modern defender. I mean, never mind his physical prowess, we all know about that, but his positional sense, his reading of the game, his ability now to distribute the ball out of defence, that's all.
Up to meet it! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Maatsen. McGinn goes looking. Fernandez. Caicedo. Hato. Played in with accuracy. Torres gets into the right position to intercept.
Gusto.
Decent looking ball. Palmer showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedro Neto. Oh, what a... Palmer!
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Cash. Bailey tries to get it forward quickly. Abraham. Abraham proving impossible to rest. Has a pop! Oh, great save, real class.
Sancho sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Villa with another corner. Away from immediate danger. Clears it out of harm's way. Maatsen drives it forward. Palmer. Gusto goes up and over. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Konsa. Tielemans. No goals as yet. Oh, good interception. Palmer. Cucurella. Has he picked him out? He gets past his man. Flings in across. Goalkeeper's ball. Pau Torres. Maatsen. McGinn. Pau Torres. Abraham. Bailey delivers. Palmer. João Pedro. And he has been fouled there.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Maatsen. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. McGinn. Pedro Neto did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's made sure that that won't get through. Caicedo. Palmer. Out to the right. Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Konsa does well there. Alert. Driving on, he could shoot here. Fernandez. Gusto. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Aston Villa head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Hoists it forward. Abraham has been found. Abraham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Harto. Lavia plays it forward. Sancho. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Fires from distance. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. João Pedro. Gusto. Caicedo. Still nothing to reflect upon in terms of goals here. It is 0-0. Cucurella crosses. Sancho.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Gusto. That's a promising ball. And he's there to cut it out. Tielemans. Watkins. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Abraham. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Just brushed off the ball there. Watkins. Abraham gets it back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Forward it goes. Gusto. Palmer. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Douglas Luiz. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Douglas Luiz. Cash. Now it's Abraham. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Konsa with the clearance.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Douglas Luiz. Luiz goes looking. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Aston Villa really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it. Fernandez tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, he's broken through. Palmer. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Oh, sweet feet. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, Fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Abraham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gusto. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Maatsen gets it back. Now it's Abraham. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Back to the keeper and try something new. Keeper sends it forward. And now they can launch a counter.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Douglas Luiz. Caicedo. Garnacho. Garnacho spreads it towards the left. Garnacho shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposite...
And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Yeah, it's still goalless, but will it be a refereeing decision, a mistake, or a moment of magic now that makes all the difference?
And so the last chance to find a winner. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Loses his balance and loses the ball. Palmer.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's played forward. Watkins looks to clip it forward. Chance to shoot! Cleared without complication. And here's the chance to counter. Konsa.
As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment. As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
Abraham finds himself offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Santos hits one! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
And goes for goal! Oh, real danger here! Gets up to hit it! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! And that's it. That was always inevitable. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. Your reflections then, Jim?
This was simply a very indecisive outing for me. They were knocked out of their...
always first to last, it's a counter. I'm not leaving without. I've been running wild, I say I'm not here. Even if you try now, watch you go on. I've been running wild, I'll make you sorry, leave you in my fire. I've been running wild, I say I'm not here. Even if you try now, watch you go on. I've been running wild, I'll make you sorry, leave you in my fire. I was always blessed with the works, it's not red. Now I'm playing the cards. Sell what you owe, make it friends just without it. I was always stepping the test without it. No one's getting aside. I've been running wild, I say I'm not here. Even if you try now, watch you go on. I've been running wild, I'll make you sorry, leave you in my fire. I've been running wild, I say I'm not here. Even if you try now, watch you go on. I've been running wild, I'll make you sorry, leave you in my fire.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals.
Has a pop! Goal! Brighton! Any thoughts on the goal?
Well, his most important job there was to keep the shot down, and he did that without any problems. That's good concentration, you know.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Caicedo.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Pedro Neto. In once more. Nicely controlled. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Cucurella never really looked sure of what he was.
Shot at goal! And in it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Brighton take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well played, he saw that coming. João Pedro. Van Heck. Gomez. Mitoma. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Just wouldn't be beaten there. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Played out to the right. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Gross, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Well positioned to make that interception. Cucurella. Harto, and it's played forward. João Pedro. Dunk. He's given away a free kick. Tries to dink it in. He's had a shot! Another chance! No mistake! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Lavia. Chelsea do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Fofana. Harto. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Out to the left it goes. It's come loose. Questions were asked. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gross. Gets the better of his man. Shoots! Gusto. Lavia. Fofana. Caicedo. Over to the left. In with the challenge. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Vifa. Gusto. Hoists it high. Here it comes. Palmer. And the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Fernandez is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Mitoma. It's got through to him. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella, who's made his mark on this game. Now it's Welbeck.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hato. And Welbeck! Pedro Neto. Palmer. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Palmer spreads it towards the left. Caicedo. Played back in. That's surely a foul, free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Gross. Dunk. Kadiolu. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Want to throw in. Dunk. Mitoma.
Brighton and Hove Albion are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Caicedo looks to thread it through. Here's the chance to cross. Just a few... Shoots! Great reaction! Oh, another save. Up to meet it! Danger averted for now. Welbeck looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. This could fall anywhere.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
He's left his man. And there goes the final whistle. Brighton and Hove Albion come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end, though, only the result mattered. To summarise what we've seen today, then, Jim.
Yeah, looking back on this...
Hit me out as I can. Every doubt in my sense. All the spins paid, audience played, adios and remiss. Let me make an attempt as I lower my tense. Take it this way, made a mistake, now I'm all in the fence. No, we can't walk around and lead way. Briefcase, fill it up with all the things you ever doubt. These games should have ended, please thanks. No pretending, replay how it's been and if it's worth the run around. Well, let me think. Working to the bone, I couldn't call it though it seems. I can't go a day without a thought of being weak. So who am I? So who am I? If you read me wrong, I do apologize.
Evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. And this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Dunk plays it forward. Gomez. Kadiolu. And here's Welbeck. He's on his way. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Madueke.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Mitoma going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mitoma continues his run. Oh, clearance is short. Madueke.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Keeps everyone guessing. Eze. Oh, that's neat. Kadiolu battles to win it back. Subimendi. Eze. Timber. Saka. Plays it back. A real chance if he can get through. Havertz. Saka moves short. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Mitoma. Well positioned to make that interception. Calafiori. Saliba. Gabriel. Rice. Forward it goes. Calafiori. Madueke. O'Reilly positions himself well and cuts it out. Eze. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Kadiolu. O'Reilly. Gomez. Calafiori. Timber. Saliba. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Rice. Eze. Calafiori. It's found its way to him, and he's whipped it in low. O'Reilly goes looking. Welbeck clips one through. Welbeck needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
O'Reilly tries to get it forward quickly. Mitoma. Just brushed off the ball there. Welbeck. He's left his man. The Seagulls get it back. Has a pop! And the first half is done. And both sides have drawn blanks. They've toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back underway here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? O'Reilly proving impossible to wrestle off the ball.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Eze. Eze! Straight at the keeper.
Eze quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Vifa. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's looked long this time. Havertz! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Gross. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Gabriel gets it back. Aimed into... Going for goal! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Havertz loses his balance and loses the ball. Oh, good interception. Calafiori. Over to the left. Now it's Saka. Same again, same outcome.
Arsenal really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Vifa. And help's available out wide. Gomez. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And it's played forward. And play for a throw.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And that's a throw-in. The Gunners making another change here. Kajolu. Vifa. And he has been fouled there. Subimendi. Rice. Mitoma takes the long option. Milner drives it forward. Caught offside that time.
Brighton merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's got away.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Gets wrestled off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
With a delicate ball. Good take, and he's had a look. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Trossard, great strength, too strong for his opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Right! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Trossard has a pop! Rice. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Welbeck. Mitoma. And time is up. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Brighton and Hove Albion could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Estadio José Alvalade, of course, a venue fit for a capital city, located here pretty close to Lisbon's international airport. Eze! He's got away with one there. Tarkowski. That's put paid to a promising move. Eze. Keeper's ball. Idrissa Gueye. Mikolenko.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Ghana. It's a loose ball. Rice gets rid without sophistication. Dewsbury Hall.
Arsenal really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, that's nice. Calafiori goes for a sweeping cross.
They didn't manage to get...
Had a shot! No, not quite.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Gets it upfield. Timber. Calafiori. Everton still to register a shot on target. Havertz. Idrissa Gueye drives it forward. Dinks one in. Now the counter. Good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Keane. And it's played forward. Havertz. Eze. Out towards the flank. Played. He's gone for it! A real chance and a real let-off. Mikolenko. McNeil. Zubimendi. Saka. Timber. Eze. Madueke. Now it's Havertz. Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Out for a throw. Zubimendi plays it forward. Gabriel. Calafiori. Madueke. Eze. Timber. Saka. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, that's nice. Saka. He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Has a hit! Played it short. And that's a throw. Real chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And the shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. We're underway again.
Everton pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Havertz. And he's there to cut it out. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Rice. Havertz. Havertz!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Havertz. Madueke. Oh, he's found big chance! There it is!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Arsenal break the deadlock.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Ball through needs to be good here. Keane. It's Keane! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Everton just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Dewsbury Hall.
Throwing. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Dewsbury Hall.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Saka battles to win it back. Saka passes it forward. Mikolenko. McNeil. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Everton showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Timber has come steaming up from the back for this. And now they can launch a counter. And they win it back again. Eze. Barry. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now a chance to break. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. A real chance to break. Well read, he sorted that out.
Everton are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Now it's Havertz, out to the right. Timber goes for the cross.
Arsenal are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
McNeil. Barry. Now it's Havertz. Eze. Barry. Barry spreads it towards the left. And he heaves it forward. Grealish with the cross. Now it's McNeil. Here comes massive leap! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Oh, good interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One goal settled it, a tense and exciting game that just got away.
I've been in this position myself.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried... He's gone for it! Oh, that's a waste. Ampadu. Justin. Ampadu. Bogle. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Eze. Saka. Timber. And it's played forward. And they've been goes for goal! Goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
The Gunners go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Rice.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those.
Big chance! Saka finds himself offside. Beal. Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They have pulled themselves right back into it. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Time to deliver. Saka. He's gone for it! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Eze. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Havertz. Rice. He'll have a go. He's got away with one there.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Good ball. And he's there to hoof it away. Beal. Bogle. Rice did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Subimendi. Gabriel goes looking. Forward it goes. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Justin. That's gone a long way up and away. Ampadu. Bogle. Ampadu. And the shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Aronson simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Aronson. Timber. Eze. And the half-time whistle goes. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the teams level. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers would be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Right! Now goes for goal! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Bogle. Ampadu. He's made sure that that won't get through. Saka. Timber. Eze. Saliba. Madueke. Calafiori. Calafiori is fouled. He's through. Gets up to head it! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Aronson has set up one goal so far. Havertz. Ampadu. Rice. Eze. Saka. Havertz! It's off target and by quite a way. Ampadu. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Aronson. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Calafiori. Saliba. Timber. Tries to get it forward quickly. Saka. Saka's delivery. Hoists it forward. Saka tries to head towards goal. Has a pop! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And that is as far as they're going to go. Eze. Saka. Saka! Oh, that's a fine save!
Saka is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Rice. Saka gets it back. Timber. Gabriel. Calafiori. Arsenal getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Rice plays it forward. Madueke. Havertz. Saka hits it! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
They've played it short. Rice. That is terrific skill. Finds himself eased off the ball. He's had a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Rice with a definite foul there, and he has shown him a yellow card. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Timber. We are into overtime. Now it's Havertz. Receives it, shoots! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Leeds, puffed and puffed, but in the end, no joy. That's the game, the result is... Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, in games of this nature, as a player, Peter, you only want to work as hard as demanded. You don't want to have to go at it full pelt. But when the opposition is what it is, all of that kind of goes out the window. The challenge here will ask more of you, and so both teams will wish to give more than they take. It's one of those games, Peter, where if the opposition increase their effort, you have to follow it.
We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, the scourge of so many strikers. Eze. That's a throw. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Timber, not easily shrugged off the ball. Richarlison. Saka gets it out to the wing.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Saka! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Poro. Kudus. He's through. Richarlison. A chance! Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Eze. Spurs, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Poro. Richarlison. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Claim for the keeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Gabriel Calafiori. Madueke. Rice. Subimendi. Timber. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Hoists it forward, and now they can launch a counter.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Eze. Madueke. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Oh, that is up! He's gone for it! And he's done it!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a real treat. And when it's one of your top talents who delivers it, it just seems to fuel confidence that little bit more.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Arsenal take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
There's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Already up and running for the second half. Havertz! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Eze! And it's been taken short. Fired in. Has a hit! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact and sheer class.
The Gunners take a 3-goal lead and they are romping it. Maddison has been caught there, it's a foul. Tottenham Hotspur with a perfect chance to get one back. Tottenham's free kick. He's had a crack. And that's off target. Timber. Calafiori.
I think they've got to make a statement now to say to their opposition, we're not giving up without a scrap, to give themselves the belief that this is recoverable.
Now it's Richarlison. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Richarlison hits it! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Romero. Arsenal keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
This is promising.
Havertz
Goes for goal!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Rice. Eze. Now it's Havertz. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that.
Havertz! Maddison. Porro. Calafiori. Eze. Calafiori. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Sarr. Van de Ven. Zubimendi. Now it's Havertz. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Tell.
This game seems as if it's going to go beyond the rescue point, so they need a goal and fast, just to...
Has a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Just 5 minutes left. Tell. Madison. Colo. It's a loose ball. Tottenham ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Arsenal are making a change now.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
He's found his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Finds himself eased off the ball. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Romero. 4 extra minutes added on. Simons. Zubimendi. Battles to win it back. Saka. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Saliba. And that's it. Spurs thoroughly outclassed here. They came up against opponents who were better in all areas. No argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, and we know that derbies can often make predictions.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And here's Wilson. Now it's Havertz. Eze, Saka.
Arsenal really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
He tries a shot! Wan-Bissaka. And here's Wilson. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Fernandes, ready to try. Fernandes! Oh, crossbar! Oh, managed to get it away. Has a goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Fernandes sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Saliba drives it forward. Saka with a delicate ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Souček. Castellanos. He's had a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Souček. Wan-Bissaka. Souček. Disasi. Somerville. Out of play for a goal kick. Saliba. Zubimendi. Madueke plays it out to the wing. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Havertz with a predatory goal.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Arsenal take the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Shapes to shoot! And he comes up trumps again.
Castellanos can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Forward it goes. Tries to get it. Havertz!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Great run on the overlap here. Calafiori gets in to thwart him. Calafiori demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Whipped in. Saka. And the whistle goes for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So we're already into the second period.
West Ham.
Don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak the...
Havertz! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
The Gunners grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Saka. Eze. Hoists it forward. He's got away. Adama Traore has a hit. So here comes the substitution. Rice with the clearance. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Gets it upfield. That is very well defended. Saliba. Keeper's got good distance on that. Socek. Shapes to shoot. Havertz. Now it's Saka. Decent looking ball. Good clearance and very necessary. Gabriel. Well weighted. Now it's Havertz! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Saka with the short one. Arsenal with another chance from a corner. Now it's Eze. Eze! And it's played forward. Somerville. Somerville! Oh, that is rather wayward.
West Ham United
Seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Gabriel. Disasi positions himself well and cuts it out. Madueke. Now it's Havertz. Timber. Eze. And that has gone horribly wrong. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Disasi. Socek. Souček goes looking. Saka. Madueke loses his balance and loses the ball. Adama Traore with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Mavropanos. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Souček. Ball's out on the left now. Havertz. Now it's Saka. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Saka. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? That's a throw. West Ham United are making a change now.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Mavropanos. Souček. Crunching tackle. Havertz. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Eze. Bowen. Wilson gets it out to the wing. Going for goal! Knocks it away. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort.